President Obama is now touting an energy policy with less idealism, more pragmatism. Senior White House correspondent Major Garrett reports on a new look at some old methods.
We're going to need some of the old traditional energy sources as we're developing these new ones.
That means more nuclear power, which accounts for 20% of America's electricity, more coal-fired power plants, which now provide 50% of the nation's electricity, and more offshore drilling for oil and natural gas. Offshore rigs produce 25% of all domestic oil production, 13% of America's natural gas supplies. The nation needs more of all of this. Why? Because the president says alternative energy supplies aren't ready now and won't be for years.
We can't overnight convert to an all-solar or an all-wind economy. That just can't happen.
The president opened this door in his State of the Union address, and while he wasn't saying this,
drill, baby, drill,
the president has begun to alarm environmental groups.
We certainly do have grave concerns about additional offshore drilling. The president talks about raising loan guarantees substantially for the nuclear power industry. We think that would be a mistake.
But does the rhetoric match reality? In his budget, Mr. Obama does call for $18 billion more in loan guarantees for nuclear power plant construction, but the president also wants to eliminate more than $36 billion in federal subsidies for the oil and natural gas industry. His budget also seeks to kill $2.3 billion in coal tax breaks, raising the ire of coal state Democrats.
He said, oh, I'm, for clean coal. Then he says it in speeches. But he doesn't say it in here, and he doesn't say it in the minds of my own people, and he's beginning to be not believable to me.
Believable or not, the president admits his oil and gas, nuclear and coal talk is a way to win over Senate Republicans as he tries to salvage his foundering energy legislation.
There should be a bipartisan agreement that we have to take a both-and approach rather than either-or approach.
So, how's that working out?
We don't need to attach expanding America's energy supply to this cap-and-trade scheme that the president keeps pushing back to.
Cap and trade, of course, refers to the White House push for carbon-based emission controls and taxes on companies that violate those strict caps. Now, last year's president's budget assumes $646 billion in taxes from these emission-based increases. This year's budget assumes no taxes from it. Many interpret that, Brett, as a sign of surrender, at least on the tax component of cap and trade. Back to you.
Major Garrett live on the North Lawn. Major, thank you.